Welcome to Signs from Above. In today's episode, I'm going to share Anna's powerful story. She unknowingly opened the door to demonic influence through marijuana use and New Age practices. Tormented by dark forces, Anna's life seemed to spiral out of control until she called out to Jesus. Her story is a reminder of how easily the enemy can attack, but also the incredible power of Jesus Christ to bring deliverance and healing. So stay tuned to this episode of The Demonic Realm to Jesus. Anna was born into a non-Christian family. Her parents worked hard to provide a good life for her, but as she grew older, she began to rebel. By the age of 14, Anna started smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, and began to believe that her looks were the most important thing about her. She even stole her mother's gold jewelry. At the time, she was young and naive, not understanding the consequences of her actions. She engaged in relationships with people who didn't even care about her. And at college, her focus was primarily on partying and appearances. But no matter how much she partied, her life was filled with sadness. In her early 20s, Anna began smoking marijuana consistently. It was during this time that she became involved in the New Age movement. She experimented with channeling spirits, working with spirit mediums, opening her third eye, chakra cleansing, and seeking a one love consciousness. These practices, combined with the drugs, opened her up to the spiritual and demonic attacks. She didn't even realize that by engaging in these practices, she was allowing the enemy into her life. Although Anna's mother repeatedly begged her to stop smoking marijuana, she ignored her mother's pleas. Instead, she continued to smoke and engage with the spirits. One night, after taking a hit of weed, Anna found herself transported to a different plane of consciousness. In this other world, communication was done telepathically, without words, but with a feeling of presence in the room. It was a strange experience that left her feeling disoriented. The next morning, she felt as though her mind was overwhelmed, and she knew something had entered her. In panic, she called her mother, admitting that she had been smoking a lot of marijuana, and begged her to take her to the hospital. At that point, Anna started hearing voices in her head, voices that she couldn't control. Her sister helped her pack, and they headed to the hospital. Anna felt a complete loss of control. It was as though she had been fully possessed. She threw herself down to the ground, screaming uncontrollably. Despite being aware of her actions, she had no power to stop them. As people gathered around, Anna's sister cried out to her, asking, "Anna, sweetheart, what is happening? Anna!" She thought Anna was dying. Anna, however, was experiencing the greatest torment of her life. She screamed for Jesus to help her, but all she could hear was the mocking voices of demons. It was in this moment that Anna realized, even subconsciously, that her involvement with the spiritual realm was wrong. An ambulance was called, and Anna was taken to a mental hospital where she spent a week. Afterwards, she was released and moved to another city to live with her mother for a while. But even then, Anna didn't learn her lesson. She continued to accuse her mother of everything, refusing to accept responsibility for her actions. One night, after an argument with her mother, Anna fell asleep. When she woke up, she found herself surrounded by evil spirits mocking her, telling her that she would burn in hell. In the dream, she was a spirit without a body. The terror of this experience stayed with her, and she felt those spiritual beings entering her again. She had no control over her mind and couldn't stop the feeling of dread and fear. After these two terrifying demonic attacks, that Anna realized the truth. There is a hell, Satan is real, and Jesus Christ is the only way to salvation. Satan had deceived her and blinded her, but now she knew the truth. Fearing the consequences of her actions, Anna decided to start going to church. As she prepared for baptism, she finally understood who Jesus Christ was and the sacrifice he made for her. Anna realized that Jesus died for her sins, and it was through him that she could be saved. She asked Jesus to come into her heart. The moment Anna accepted Jesus, something incredible happened. She felt a beautiful force enter her mind, so beautiful that she wanted to cry. She heard the words, "I forgive you." It was the Holy Spirit, and the peace that flooded her soul was unlike anything she had ever felt before. God knew her heart. He knew her despair, her fear, and her sincere desire to change. Anna experienced firsthand the truth of the verse, "Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you." From that moment on, Anna's life was completely transformed. She no longer cared about her looks or material things. She realized her worth wasn't in her appearance or in the things she had. It was in Jesus Christ alone. Anna saw the pride and greed in her past life, and she understood that she had been blinded by Satan to think she was innocent. But now, through Christ, she had new eyes and a new heart. Anna believes that God allowed her to experience those demonic attacks as a way to open her eyes to the truth and to warn others. If she hadn't gone through those experiences, she would have continued to smoke marijuana and mess with the spirit realm. She now understands that any drug that alters her consciousness can open the door to demonic activity. Anna's story is proof that no matter how far you've fallen or how lost you feel, God is ready to forgive and save you. If you're struggling with addiction, spiritual confusion, or simply need to find your way back to Jesus, Anna's testimony shows that Jesus is the answer. All you have to do is ask him. So thank you for listening to today's episode. I hope Anna's story has inspired you to reach out to Jesus and experience the life-changing power of his love. If you need prayer or want to learn more about how to invite Jesus into your life, please don't hesitate to reach out. So until next time, remember, no matter where you are, Jesus is waiting to welcome you with open arms.